to Dating Download. I'm Kendra G, and this is where modern dating gets real. No filters, baby. No sugarcoating.
This is a date. I don't see any flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Every episode, singles from different generations get honest about how their age and their experience shape the way they date.
I'm a monogamous mommy, so I have pretty long relationships.
We break it down, and at the end, there's one question that matters most. Was the connection worth the download, or is it time to delete? Let's get into it.
All right.
Okay,
I'm not even gonna lie. Kendra snatched. Her body is amazing. I wonder if it's real. If y'all know if it's real, let me know in the comments. But what do you guys think about that? We saw in the trailer that she was already getting out on them like, I don't see no flowers. I don't see this. And that's the energy that a lot of men talk about that they receive from women of, our color. Very demanding energy, high expectations right off the bat. We don't even know each other and those type of situations. But let's get into the video.
So excited to get into this episode of Dating Download. We're about to talk to Charlie. She's a 37-year-old mental health professional that loves who she is and is looking for a man who is ready to put a ring on it, all right, and make her a wife. She is also a preacher's daughter, so ungodly men need not apply, okay? I can't wait to talk to her. Get on out here, Charlie. Oh, you're looking good, girl. I didn't know Mary was this fine in the Bible, child.
Yeah, she is fine. 37.
You look good.
Thank you.
Yes,
Match,
how are you
pretty.
doing?
I'm excited to be here.
I'm
happy.
excited to have you here. Now, before we get into the date, let me get more into your business. Now, you're 37,
Correct.
a mental health professional.
Absolutely.
Do you have any kids?
I don't have any children.
You don't have any kids. Okay.
No.
Do you want children?
I do, but I would prefer family first.
Okay. Family first, as in, well, if you have kids, you're going to have the family. You mean...
I'm very interested to see how she acts because a lot of women that has that experience of like mental health or therapy and so on and so forth, they usually have like a stereotype where their energies is very strong and they're psychoanalyzing you off the bat. Instead of having a relationship and being present, they have a strong knack to overanalyze everything.
a husband first.
Correct. That's a part of the family.
Yes, I definitely agree. So let's talk about it. What are your challenges in this LA dating scene?
Well, as an LA native, dating can be difficult.
Okay.
I done ride, I done died, I done did it all. I'm ready to fall in love and just move on with life.
Yes. Now, you know, you are a preacher's daughter. Okay, why are we laughing?
I think preacher's kids get such a bad reputation.
I was about to get into that. Like, you know, there's rumors about the preacher's kids, child.
They're the
I
worst.
try to withhold all of those
They're the
stereotypes to
worst.
the best of my ability.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I feel like the church put a lot of pressure on me to get married, but I wanted to be married. I want to be partnered, and
Okay.
I definitely want to honor God.
Do you think that the church sometimes may push marriage when it's not potentially the right thing for those two individuals?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how have you been able to been strong enough? Like, first of all, I'm gonna go backtrack. Has your daddy tried to marry you to somebody in the church?
Every time trying to sell me up the creek.
I got the right deacon for you, girl.
Right.
Come meet my daughter.
That's funny. More than anything, I love myself.
Okay.
Like, I know exactly who I am, and my parents love me. I'm well loved, so
Okay.
there's no need to settle. Like, I believe that everything that settles ends up at the bottom, so
Right.
I'm right where I need to be.
Okay, so I want to be respectful, but I do want to ask this question because this is a rumor about preachers' kids. Now, are you celibate until marriage?
A lady never kisses and tells.
Ooh, child.
So you know what time it
Okay.
is.
Well, that means the right one got to find out that answer. She won't even give it to me. I respect that. I do. Now, before we go to the dates, would you date a man with kids?
I would, absolutely.
Okay, you
Yeah.
could be a good stepmama.
A bonus mom.
A bonus mom?
I don't know about a step, but a bonus for sure.
A bonus mother.
Yes.
All right, so we put you out on a date with a really good guy, and I want to see how that date went. Are you ready to look at it?
Yes.
Let's see it
I'm
together.
nervous, Kendra.
Yes.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are
Good.
you?
Oh, she looks
Sean.
beautiful.
Charlie.
Charlie, nice to meet you,
Nice
Charlie.
to meet you. My first impression when I saw him was he is cute. He has such a nice smile.
So, where you from?
I'm from LA, South Central to be exact. I went to USC,
Okay.
right on.
Where'd you go to school for?
I'm a therapist now, so
Okay,
I
okay.
study psychology. Yeah.
Okay, we love a therapist.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Definitely.
I love that for us. I liked the way he presented himself. He seemed really cool, laid back. He was like leaning in his chair. He was relaxed. I provide comfort, so.
What's your longest relationship?
I was engaged
Okay.
in 2018, and we were together for 4.5 years. I'm a monogamous mommy, so I have pretty long relationships. What's your longest relationship?
I just got out of a 5-year. We were together from 2020 till we stopped speaking in October.
Do you have any children?
I don't. Do you have children?
4.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
I would say that. I wasn't gonna judge you now.
Okay.
I was gonna just say.
Violation on the
I
play.
don't have any children, though. But
I love that.
would
She has
like
a great
children
sense of humor.
eventually.
Okay. How do you feel about, have you ever freeze your eggs? Is that like a thing that you would do, or?
That's a great question. I thought about it only because with some of my work, I work with the autism population, and I'm seeing that the older the women are, the less valuable their eggs are. So I got like a little spooked, but then I decided to put it in God's hands, and I was like, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me, and I'm gonna just trust the process.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?
Outside of working out, I like to travel. I travel a lot. Also, I like to write kind of poetry and just to myself. I'm someone who, like, if we're dating and it's anniversaries or whatever, I send flowers, and I always make sure the card has like something that actually like makes sense and like, you know.
This is a date. I don't see any flowers.
Oh yeah.
My biggest turn off on this date was that he didn't bring me any flowers. That's okay, no worries.
That's crazy. I should have definitely brought flowers.
It's okay.
But if we're going another day, I'll definitely get you some flowers.
I hope we
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
Have you found a church home in LA?
I have not actually.
My godfather is a pastor. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
My stepdad is a minister. And I'm pretty heavy in the ministry as well. I might invite you to my church.
I was going to say, yeah, you should
Maybe,
invite me. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Is it
Because you know
small or
how
is
it
it bigger?
is when you walk in with somebody, we're automatically married. So we'll give it some time. I did feel a connection because I love to laugh, and it was really fun. Like, this was probably one of the funner dates I've been on.
Okay.
All right. I love her energy. She is very sweet, funny, confident, bubbly, very open, I love her confidence. So she knows who she is. My bad for the trailer. The trailer threw me off, but I love her energy. She's a jokester, and he seems real cool as well. And he was in a long-term relationship, so it looks good. They look good together. Let's see.
Sean was cute.
He was cute.
We did you right, girl.
I appreciate it.
So what was your first impression of Sean?
I thought he had a really nice smile.
Okay.
Yeah, he was easy to talk to.
Yes. Before that blind date we set you up with, when was your last date?
The day before.
The day before?
No, I'm just joking. It was
Oh,
probably a couple
Charlie
days
out
before.
here, child.
I'm single.
I love. Now, what does that mean for you?
Single means that I'm open to meeting new people.
Okay.
I'm open to give and receive love. I'm just
Okay.
kind of flowing with what flows to me.
Okay, I love that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think it went with Sean?
I think it went probably at an 8.
At an 8?
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Well, how did he miss the perfect 10? Oh, he didn't bring the flowers.
Correct.
Okay, now you're very serious about that.
As a heart attack,
So when a man shows up on a date, he has to have flowers.
I think I like men that are intentional.
Okay.
I think standards and expectations are not synonymous.
Okay.
So that's just a standard.
Well, let's go into this whole standard of dating. Are you the girl that he picks up, or would you rather meet him at the date?
I would prefer he send a car.
Send a car.
I'm done.
Ooh,
I'm
child,
out.
Jesus is riding Big Willie, huh?
See,
Only the best.
you want to know, it makes sense because she's a beautiful woman. She's a God-fearing woman. She has a career and she's in her career, but she's not married. And then you have to ask yourself, why not? What's the missing recipe? What's the missing piece that makes a man say, I want you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you? And there it was. This woman has very high standards and expectations that she created that is not the norm for every single person. So what do I mean by that? The average woman might say, you know what? The man was courteous, he was loving, he was nice, he pulled my chair, you know what I'm saying? He was funny. I'm happy and content with that on the first date. Then you have another group of women that says, you know what? He should have got up as soon as I came in. He should have pulled my chair. He should have pushed it in. He should have walked me to the car, walked me to my door, brought me flowers. He didn't compliment me on my hair because I took so long to put it together. So those women create these crazy expectations in their mind and, end up losing a good individual and finding somebody for the rest of their life.
We're there, right? Only the best.
Okay, so he has to send a car,
Or I'll drive myself. It really just depends.
but you don't want him to pick you up.
Absolutely not.
Okay, tell me why.
I'm a private person.
Okay.
And I think with him picking me up, he'd have to have my address. And
Yeah.
that's a lot, especially in LA.
No,
can you send a
I
car?
understand that. I think we have, this is modern dating. We have evolved a lot. And I think there was a time when you had to pick up a woman before you wanted to date because you had to meet her parents. That was kind of what the courting process was like. Now it's like, send a car or I'll see you there.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I love that you're dating, and we saw Sean was one of them. Are you finding that you're attracting a lot of intentional men?
You know what? I'm attracting men from every walk of life. I don't know if I'm meeting them crazy, making them crazy, but dating hasn't been the best for me, to be honest.
Okay. I watched the date with you and Sean. You guys had great chemistry.
Yeah.
Did you know his age?
I did not. He didn't know my age either.
I know.
and
You guys never even asked the ages. I think at one point in time you said something that alluded to y'all were around the same age.
Right.
But how old are you?
I'm 37.
You're 37. And how old is Sean?
31.
31. So have you ever dated a younger guy?
Absolutely not. Not that young. I told him I didn't want his mom coming after me trying to fight me.
Well, 6 years is not that much younger.
That's a pretty big age gap.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I agree. 6 years is definitely an age gap. She may be ready for certain things that he's not at the very moment. Especially being a woman, where they feel like they have a time clock that's moving faster than a man, where a man feels like, hey, I got time. I can do this when I'm 45 or 50 or whatever the case may be. And she's feeling like, well, and she already spoke about the eggs and situation like that. So I definitely agree and understand where she's coming from. So
what is the age gap you would desire to date in?
Within 4 or 5, I don't know, 6, I just felt really young.
So when you learned his age, did things change for you?
It didn't change, but it made sense.
It made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that he brought up that I'm not really used to men bringing it up like that, but he brought up the idea of you freezing your eggs.
Yes.
And you were open-minded to the conversation.
For sure.
You're 37 years old. Have you decided to do that?
I have not. Again, I put it in God's hand and whatever.
Child, God works through people. This is a God telling us right now. One thing I would say, I strongly suggest it. And the reason why is because it buys you more time. Now, granted, it is going to be a more expensive process, but I think that, men have the luxury of being able to procreate a little bit later than women. But if you freeze your eggs, it doesn't make you get into a rush, because there are times when women, because they're trying to make that clock, will just procreate with a different partner. Well, the partner in their face opposed to the right man. Are you against it?
I'm not against freezing my eggs,
Okay.
but I don't want to operate in fear. I would prefer to operate in faith, which
But-
is why I decided to put a pause on it.
But why would it be called fear?
Because initially, when I thought about freezing my eggs, it was because I was getting older, but then I recognized time as a construct, and I'm no slave to time.
Okay. She's gonna break all the
One of
rules
those.
now. All right. So do you think that Sean is the type of guy your daddy or your mother would like?
My mom was a tough cookie. My dad, he's open, so maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. In what ways?
Well, because Sean is active, he works out, he's
Okay.
into music, he's into cars, all the things that my dad is into. So I could see them having a good conversation.
Okay. You're very self-assured, which I love about you. So before we actually go into did you decide to download or delete, I want to ask you this question. Your ideal man, how would you describe him?
I want to hear this.
Tall, dark skin,
child.
Southern, like David Banner.
Tall, dark skin. I thought you was gonna say Jesus feel.
I wasn't
faithful.
finished.
But no, you started with the aesthetics.
God can do it.
Okay.
So I wasn't finished. I was going to say godly, high earning,
Okay.
reassuring. I got a pretty long list of things that I would like.
Yo,
But I want to look at you.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel very sorry for the women of the future. Because honestly, there's not enough good men out there, or what they would call the man of their dreams or their standards. The tall, the super handsome, the high earning. Most people are making regular income. Times are not the best right now with the economy. And every woman wants a rich guy. Every woman wants a rich guy, which I'm not saying they shouldn't want, but sometimes finding an average guy that makes average income and then putting your minds together to make a high earning, I wish that more people was willing to say that or to think about that. But yeah, it's gonna be tough for a
First.
lot of women out here.
Okay, so attraction's top of the list.
I wouldn't say it's at the top of the list, but I do want to be attracted to my partner.
Did you find Sean attractive?
Yeah, he's cute.
Okay, so now did you decide? You decided to download.
Did I?
Oh, are we changing our mind?
Maybe, because I talked to him afterwards.
Wait, hold up. Let
I
me get the
know.
tea. Wait a minute. Y'all exchanged numbers, child.
Kind of.
Y'all was supposed to wait to the show.
Oh.
Okay, so you and Sean have already been in communication.
Yes.
Okay, so since y'all been on y'all second, how many more dates after that date?
None.
No dates.
He went out of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've been in communication.
Yes.
So in the communication, when you were with us after the date, you said you wanted to download, and I guess your ass was serious because you download right after the date. But since you download in real life and have been talking in real life, give me the tea. How has it been going?
He's super cool. Like, we've developed like a starting friendship.
Okay.
I've listened to some of his music, and he invited me to some fitness classes.
Okay.
But that's kind of it. I don't know if it's romantic.
You think it's more friendship?
Yeah.
So it was download after the date.
Mm.
Now are we saying delete?
We're going to say it is loading or pending.
Girl, that ain't the options, girl. We got download or delete.
It's still downloading.
Okay, it's still downloading. So, well, you already know the answer because you've been talking to the man. Because I was going to say, do you think he did the download or delete? We know he did the download, child. They've been talking. Now let's all catch up with these two. Already know.
So yeah, the date was good. I felt like she had really good communication. I really liked the fact that she was really in her religion. She can cook, so it was good. She was beautiful. I felt actually bad that I did not say that on camera. Glad that I'm saying that now on camera. But yeah, she looked beautiful. So download or delete, definitely download, for sure.
Yes, okay. So y'all been talking and now.
Oh, he seems like a great guy. I hope she don't screw this up. But I do understand where she's coming from with the age thing. But he seems like a very, very sweet, nice guy. And she's very like bubbly and cute and all that good stuff. I don't know if she's a little bit childish at times, but I just love her energy. So that, if I was a single man, which I have a beautiful girlfriend, which hopefully soon to be wife, but that's somebody that I would love to have a good time with.
You feel like
Not
it's
smashing,
more
but cracking
friendship than
jokes, watching
romantic.
movies,
Yeah.
going out,
Okay.
date.
Friendship first, always.
Okay, well, we got men watching the show, so let me get some clear indications for a guy that also thinks that he could be your husband. Let's talk about the 50-50.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm open. I'm flexible. I don't have any rigidity in regards to finances and 50-50.
Rigidity.
Okay, so you're open-minded.
Yes.
But I think you don't have any children.
Correct.
And I think if you made that a stance before you got married and said, hey, here's the deal. When we decide to have a child together, I'm going to be at home for a while. I think that's a fair statement to say before, right? I think sometimes it gets challenging when you want 50-50 and you come in with 250. You got 2 kids, 3 kids. Not saying it's impossible, but it's more mouths to feed because we're talking about money, not about love and care. Sometimes a man might love and care for a woman that he just can't afford.
Facts.
I agree. And I've experienced that before. But like I said, I was raised on love. So I know that love can sustain. And I've created a life for myself where if I don't want to work for 1 year, I don't have to. I also work from home and I'm a full-time business owner. So it'll work out.
I love that. Now, in your dating, are you dating other ethnicities?
I'm not.
You're not.
No.
So black men only. Okay, black men only. Kunta Kinte.
Dr. Umar, get him in here.
Wait, Kunta
Don't
Kinte
go
is
too
black
far.
as they come, girl, child. They don't get no
Don't
blacker
go
than
too
Kunta
far,
Kinte.
Kendra.
Don't get no blacker than that, child.
I'm not gonna lie.
listen.
I gotta say this. I love that. I love a black woman that kind of like draws the line and says, you know what, this is what I like, and I don't want to mix the too much. I don't have a problem with an individual that chooses to say, you know what, I date anything, but me preferably, I love it when a woman says, like, I want my black man, because I'm a black man. I want to know that when she looks at me, she loves me for my very essence of every single part of me. My spirit, my body, my chemistry that makes me a man, a human being, a black man, definitively. And I love that. I love that. Just like, I love black women. Yes, I see a Latina woman, I see a white woman, I see the Asian woman. They're beautiful to me. But smelling a black woman, kissing a black woman, you know, eating her food is just a whole different heavenly thing.
What I do love about you, you're self-assured, you're well put together. I love that you come across very confident. I love that you're dating. I actually love that you're dating, and I want more women to date. Now, let me be clear. Dating does not mean have sex. And also, dating means exactly what it is, collecting data. If you go out on coffee and you have a conversation, that is dating. Because I think, you know, yes, you can go out on an expensive date, oh yeah, I forgot. He got to send a card for you, so he can't do a coffee
Is that
date.
expensive?
Well, it could be. It could be. I think that it's an extra expense. I think that
People be asking for things that they never even did for somebody else.
in a time, especially with social media, that we feel like all men make a certain amount of money. And the truth of the matter is, not everybody can afford to always call a car service. Doesn't mean he's not a good guy. Doesn't mean he doesn't love Jesus. And it could be for all different reasons. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be with a man that cannot. I'm not saying that you can't, but you do have to know that man is not an average man. But I guess you're not an average woman.
I appreciate that, and I agree. But again, if there was a conversation and that was something that was not feasible or was a deal breaker for him, I'm open to talk and communicate about it.
Okay. So now, are we still dating, Sean, or is it a wrap?
I think we went on that date
Okay.
and then we pursued friendship more than
Okay.
anything. There's nothing actively happening.
So would you hook him up with one of your friends?
Sure. He's a good catch.
Oh, girl, you don't like that man,
It's
child.
not
You
that
can
I don't
already
like
think
him,
about him.
I'm just not a hater.
No, well, it's not about being a hater, but if you're cool with one of your friends dating him, that's the indication that, okay, he's not the man for you.
Okay.
So wait, you and your friends share men?
No, we don't share men,
Exactly.
but that's not my man.
Right, he's
I
not your
met him
man.
once and we talked a couple times.
Right, but you're already in a position where you wouldn't mind one of your other friends dating him to be potentially the one for him. So for me, if I really like a guy, hell no, my friends can't date him.
Not necessarily. She's a therapist. She is a woman that has been capable of distinguishing her emotional mental state and her logical mental state. And logically, she knows that she prefers a man that's older than her. Emotionally and sexually, yes, he's a handsome guy. He looks good to her, but she knows what she wants. And her logical mind is saying that, hey, he doesn't own me, I don't own him. He's capable of doing whatever he wants. And I guess the emotional factor isn't as strong enough for her to be head over heels. Some women know how to control themselves and logically understand themselves much more than other people. You know, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm not possessive in that space. And I don't see it as sharing. I met him. He's a great person. If I think he would have a really good match with my friend, I would want to see her happy. I want to see him happy. I want everybody to win.
Amen.
Right, but you
What sure is
also
that?
means that you don't think you're going to be the one for him then.
When I say I want everyone to win, that doesn't mean I have to take an L. So I'm
No. It's not about, I don't think it's an LLR. To be clear, I'm saying this. If you're open-minded to one of your friends dating him, to me, that's an indicator that you're really not into him that way. Because you just told me now, it'll be different if you said you and your friends share men. Yeah, don't do
No,
that.
we don't do that.
Right? You that's a hardcore no. So if you're okay with hooking up with one of your friends, that means you're okay. He's not really the guy for you. And that's okay too.
Yeah, I don't really know him that well to say that I would, absolutely not. I can't say that.
Okay.
Not on that engagement.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Let's see how Charlie and Sean go, or will it be Sean and one of Charlie's friends, child? We got to stay in tune and find out. First of all, shout out to you, Charlie. Thank you for being here and showing up and being real with us. And listen, thank you.
That's the end of the episode, man. Shout out to the chocolate beauties out there, Kendra G and this beautiful young lady right here. If you guys like what you just watched, please like and subscribe, support the channel. I'm going to put out some more content, give you guys some more love. And you know what? At the end of the day, no one asked me. Let's keep it going.